Hi guys, so I'm going to show you really quick how to create an audio and how to put that in a Google slide. For example, I'm going to show you first my slide that already has it in there. That way you can see why you might want to put it in there. On ours, we use letter cards. So I actually went on Google on Teacher Pay Teacher and found a Google Slides letter cards that I can use and reuse for different lessons. And on ours, they have to hear me say, for example, think of the word fat. What sounds do you hear in the word fat? And in order for me not to have to do a video recording every time to do that for each individual slide, I did an audio recording so they don't have to at least see me every time I do it. So first I'm going to show you mine to give you an idea of why you might want to use that. So I'm going to go, first I'm going to do present now, present my screen to you. Okay, so now I'm showing you my screen and mine looks a little different because I'm on my Mac, but once again, I'm only on here so I can edit the video the way I want to. So first I'm going to go to a new tab and I'm going to type in Google Slides. And like I said, right now, all I'm doing is showing you my slide that already has an audio in it first, just to give you an idea of why you might want to put an audio in a slide. Okay, so for example, this is what I started with my Unit 1 phonics. This file's on. Okay. Mm-hmm. Really? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I will. Okay. Wow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm about to finish recording this video for Google Classroom right quick. Okay. Okay, so this is what a Monday would look like with our phonics lesson. Normally in class, they would have this packet and they would use letter word cards that we've cut out and make the words that I say. However, since we aren't going to be in class, I had to think of a way to redo this for Google Slide. And I actually found this overall letter drag and drop letter thing on Teacher Pay Teachers, which if you want me to share it to you, I can. Wink, wink. But I actually bought it. It was like $3. But anyway, they have actually different formats too. Like I know they have one that doesn't have this white box. But anyway, I'm getting off track. My point is though, on here, they have to hear me say the word. So for example, on here, I would drag my mouse just over the audio symbol and then hit play.
Think of the word fat. Fat. What letters would you use to create the word fat?
And I'm just going to pause it right there. But anyway, that would be a reason I would use the, that would be a reason I would use the audio so my students can hear what words I'm saying and what phonemes I'm wanting them to change in the words that they're creating. So, and also since I just did that, I was just going to show you if you wanted a copy of this, they can click and drag to make words is what this was. And then you can make, all they'd have to do is come over here and go to the next one, and it would have a different audio.
Now I want you to think of the word fat, but instead of the sound in fat, I want you to replace it to.
Anyway, that was just a rough draft anyway. I know that one, the voice was really low, so I need to redo it. But anyway, what I'm going to show you now is how to create the audio like what I put in that Google slide. So the first thing you're going to do is go to a new tab and type in voice recorder. Enter. This very first one, online voice recorder. And there may be an easier way to do this. There may be a way to do it strictly on the computer itself instead of having to go through Google. But this is how I did it. And that's the only way I know how to do it. So I'm going to show you how I did it. I went to this very first one that popped up, online voice recorder. And this is what it will show you. And it says, click the button to start recording. You would click this button. And if it pops up asking you to allow, you would hit allow. Your Chromebook already has a microphone built in. So you actually just click record and it's going to record you, which is what it's doing to me right now. And that's why you see the little sound waves moving. And whenever you're done, you would hit stop. And that's what it will look like. You would hit save. You can actually play it right here too if you wanted to hear yourself over. And then if you didn't like it, you could hit the X and do it again right here. However, I'm just going to say I like that one and I'm going to hit save. Save file. Now, you would think that you could go straight to your Google slide and insert it from there, but no. Because if you went here and tried to insert it, it has to be on your Google Drive itself. So the next step after you've saved the document that was the recording, you would do another tab and go to Google Drive. And I know this seems like a lot, but once you get the hang of doing it, it's not that bad. Because once you get the hang of doing it, you could sit here and record all of what you wanted to record back to back and just keep saving each one and then go to Google Drive and upload all of your voice recordings. That way you're not doing one at a time. But this, just for this video, I'm going to show you. I'm going to go to my Google Drive. I'm going to click New, File Upload, and I'm going to find my voice recording because I didn't pay attention to where it went. Maybe downloads. Right here, today. Record. That was my voice recording, so I'm going to open it. And that way this is just putting it on my Google Drive. That's all this is doing, making it available on Google Drive. So now, I'm going to go back like I'm opening a blank Google slide to show you. Say you had a recording and you wanted to, I don't know, say I'm going to put spelling test. And say my recording just had me saying a word instead of just talking like I am in this video. So now, to insert that audio, what I'm going to do is go to Insert, Audio, and it's pulling up any that was on my Google Drive. So for example, this one was the one from today. I would click that and hit Select. And it would put it right there. And you can make the icon for this bigger. I mean, you can make it as big as you want. If you want it to be the size of the whole thing, you can. Why did it not? Let me rephrase. This is the icon that it's going to show for your audio. If you go to the corner, you see how this, when your mouse looks like it's got a compass, like it's showing all 4 directions, that's going to move the whole box itself. However, if you go to a certain corner or any which way, you see how it changes when I get to this corner? See, you got to be careful when you're doing it. How it's just one arrow. I'm going to click and drag to make the icon itself bigger. And now you can hover over it and hit play. Your Chromebook already has a microphone built in. And that's the recording I just did for this video. So That's all you really got to do. And if you want, which I did on the one that I made for our phonics, I inserted a text box. And you got to click and drag to make the text box. And I made sure to include directions because your students aren't going to know how. They'll see that button, but they just probably think it's a picture. They don't know what it is. You're going to need to tell them to hover their mouse over it and to click the play button. So on my phonics, I included directions like hover your mouse over the sound icon, then hit play. And you could put that like close to, like beside it maybe for directions, and say that my audio would have said a word. You can insert another text box that's bigger, and you can say like type your answer here, and they could click that and know to type their answer. You may want to be more specific, like click and type your answer here, but just for the purpose of this video, that the main part of this video was just to show you how I put the audio itself into Google Slide. So I'm also going to create a PDF with the specific directions and what websites I used and how to do it. So you can print that if you'd rather have that instead of having to rewatch this video. But anyway, that's all I was wanting to show you for that, was just how to strictly put the audio on Google Slides. I don't know what else you can put audios on. Like, I don't know if you can put an audio on Google Form. I don't know if you can on Google Docs, but I know you can on Google Slides. So if you could, though, you could use it for anything if it lets you put the audio on it. But I know on Google Slides you can. So this would be a good way if you did spelling test. I mean, to me, if they're at home, they're probably going to use their stuff that they have and probably cheat if you do the spelling test. But on mine, like I said, ours is just phonics. I wanted them to hear the phonemes I was saying and the words and be able to manipulate them with the click and drag word cards. But there's tons of different ways you could use this audio. So I just wanted to show you how to put the audio in the Google Slide. Thanks.